their winning ways yesterday, taking down the Lions 35-27. Ezekiel Elliott was held to only 45 rushing yards, but hauled in a receiving touchdown and celebrated by doing his best Dak warm-up impression. Oh, everyone's doing it. Dak led the way through the air with 444 yards, 3 touchdowns. The Cowboys are now 6-4 with sole possession of first place in the NFC East. We're now joined by Hall of Famer and NFL Network analyst LaDainian Tomlinson. Good to have you with us this morning.
Yes, welcome back. And by the way, when I greeted LaDainian this morning, I said, forgive me for this, but I can't call you LT because there's just one of those. He's like a football god to me.
Oh.
What was your answer?
Hey, LT, the original said, call me BLT, Baby LT.
Baby LT. I like that.
BLT.
You know what? BLT works. It's clever.
That sounds just like something LT would say, too.
All right, LaDainian, when you look at these Cowboys, in your opinion, how far can this team go?
Well, that's a really good question. I do believe that they are the best team in NFC East.
Thank you.
So now when we talk about being the best team, that means you're going to have a home playoff game, right? Mm-hmm. So that means you're probably going to be playing in a wild card game against a team like Minnesota or maybe even...
Who already dusted you?
I don't mind that one.
Did they dust us or did they edge us?
That's how I remember it.
But here's the thing. Either Seattle or San Francisco probably would be other team that you would have to play at home. Now, I believe the Cowboys can beat Minnesota and San Francisco at home. Seattle, to me, Seattle has a lot of experience. They've been there and done that. They have the coaching experience. And the problem, to me, with the Cowboys at times is Kellen Moore's inexperience shows up. We've seen it in the past, guys. I do think, as a team, they have all the talent to make a deep run. I just think when it comes down to it, if you're playing a team like Seattle, that inexperience at times where you're not very creative at times on offense, that's going to come back to bite you.
Remember, they beat Seattle in a home playoff game last year.
Okay.
So
That was before MVP Russ.
Yeah.
That was a
MVP Russ, he different.
And Clowney now
It's
being
made a
on that
difference,
defense,
I agree.
they're a different football team.
Yep.
But I do believe this Cowboy team can get past the wild card round. Divisional round is when they probably will have to play a team like the Saints, you know, and then
On the
on
road.
the road.
With Drew Brees.
Which would be a difficult task. So I give them getting past the wild card round, and that divisional round would be, to me.
I don't.
Because of the inexperience.
I'll take that.
I don't.
Because that'd make me
I
5
don't.
more cases of
I
diet
still,
food.
that's what
I don't. I still got them missing the playoffs. They're too inconsistent because that defense gave up to Jeff Driscoll 27 points. How about this here? They got 6 wins. They got 1 win over a team that's got more than 3 wins. Can I interest you in that now? When you play, if you make the playoff, what? You're not going anywhere. So temper it down. I know you all excited, been banging on the table. Your fist should be hurt banging the table.
Black and blue.
Yeah, exactly. Just like
really
your hope's going to be like that. Skip, if you look at the schedules down the stretch, the schedule really favors. I mean, Eagles have Seattle, Miami, the Giants, Washington. Going to get you guys the Cowboys. That'll be the death blow right there. And then you get the Giants again. And you guys got New England, Buffalo. Ooh, Buffalo got a nice little defense. Chicago with the Rams. The Eagles. That's it.
Oh, it's going
to
to
come down. That's going to be the game right there. Because only one team's coming out of the NFC East. There are going to be 2 teams from the West.
But the Cowboys have owned the Eagles lately. The last 2-3 years, they have
Shannon, you
owned
hear
the
that?
Eagles.
We got them. Hey, full disclaimer,
Shannon,
LT is from Dallas. He got a house. He just built a house in Dallas.
What they got to do with the truth?
It's closer to Fort Worth.
No,
He
I
went
don't
to
care.
TCU.
Exactly.
He's a Fort Worth
He
man.
grew up loving the Cowboys. Emmitt Smith was his
What they got
favorite
to do
player.
with the truth?
Did you go to Emmitt Smith football camp?
I did.
Okay.
So what? So what? Who wouldn't go to
days.
Emmitt Smith football camp?
Exactly.
He just wanted to be a running back. That's all. It wasn't about being a cowboy.
Oh yeah, well he wanted to be a Cowboy.
Hey, don't go there.
Okay, bye-bye.
So what did you just tell me about MVP Russ? He's arrived.
Yeah!
He's according to you, he's edging out right now Lamar Jackson for MVP.
Neck and neck.
Guess who goes to Philly this coming Sunday? MVP Russ.
We're gonna
He's
get
going to
him.
be there.
We're gonna
You're
get
going to get
We'll
MVP
get
Russ.
it. We'll get it.
Well, you didn't get Brady, so I don't.
But we're gonna get Lane Johnson back. If we don't get Lane Johnson back, we ain't getting MVP Russ because Clowney gonna have a field day.
So I'm going to utter my confession once again. My team, the Dallas Cowboys, is driving me out of my mind on a weekly basis.
Good.
Costing me years off the end of my life.
We believe that
because
as well.
my wife keeps yelling at me, you got to calm down, man. You just got to stop it. Because I go berserk during Cowboy games because they make me berserk. Howie Long talked about it yesterday on our pregame show on Fox. They're so talented. You just said, that's a talented. You go down just on paper roster and you say, whew, they just don't play up to it. I don't know why. I don't know why not. I think they need a new head coach, just a new voice in the locker room.
They play up to it at some certain points of the game, but they're not consistently.
Even in fits and starts during the game. But 7 out of 10 times, they've trailed immediately. Yeah. They've fallen behind immediately in 7 of their 10 games. That's not a championship team.
Nope.
And yet, the quarterback is playing at a championship level to me.
Yes,
he would be in this MVP race if not for a couple of blown games at the end. The Minnesota game, when they went Zeke at the end of the game. I'm like, what are you doing? Is it Kellen Moore, or did Jason Garrett intervene and say, run it, and then throw it to Zeke? I don't know. But something went wrong because the quarterback was on fire against Minnesota. And I'm with you. Could they beat Minnesota in a home playoff game? Yes, they could. They almost beat them in that Sunday night game.
You see what Okenfo Kirk did yesterday?
He did.
Down 20.
Finally, someone brings it up.
Down 20.
Hey, it's never been
Come on,
done
against
like
your
that.
Broncos.
We're not talking about them.
Don't care who they're playing.
And then I saw Kirk at the podium after the game, and he said, somebody just texted me and said it took a special person to pull off that comeback. So he's telling the world. Somebody texted him to say, you're a special person.
Let him have his moment.
Why would you say that?
Let him have his moment.
Bro, you're not special. You're not special, Kirk. Somebody text you a lie. That was his wife. His wife gave him that. You know, she's expecting, second child. So
I don't care. They got it.
You special.
Yeah.
So here's my bottom line to my team. Right now, it's all quarterback or bust. I don't like any other phase of this football team. I don't know why. Zeke just doesn't look right to me. He doesn't look like that guy who used to lead this team. And they can't run it or stop the run. They can't stop the pass. And they don't take the ball away on defense. They're tied for 20th in takeaways. That's a recipe for disaster because in any given Sunday, if the quarterback doesn't play at a supremely high level, what do you think's going to happen?
Oh, you're going to catch a hell.
Jeff Driscoll almost happened yesterday.
Right.
It's 35-27, and it's 2nd and 10 at the 13 with 1:54 left. And I'm pacing, man, because if you don't convert this and you give Jeff Driscoll the ball back, he just might convert on you and go for 2 and beat you. At Detroit, what? And my quarterback makes another play to Shannon Jarwin. Blake Jarwin throws it to Blake Jarwin for a first down to kill the clock. It took that. That's how close it was at Detroit. So my team's hanging in at 6-4. I agree with you. I still like my team better than I like the Eagles.
You need Dak to play like that.
Every game.
This is what we've been waiting for because you can't expect Zeke to be able to run the football like he have in the past. We haven't seen that Zeke, quite honestly. Right? And we haven't seen the offensive line play to those standards.
Why aren't we seeing that Zeke? I love Zeke, but I keep waiting for Zeke and I don't see him.
Shay know this. Anytime you have a young quarterback, you got a young offense coordinator, you're going to want to try to uplift that young quarterback to be in the MVP race, right?
Okay.
And so naturally, you're not going to run the ball as much as you used to. You want to use all those weapons. They have massive weapons at the wide receiver position. Gallup has stepped up. Randall Cobb has stepped up. I love their receiving core. I mean, so
Amari's been hurt off and on the whole
But when he's healthy, he's tough to deal with. Yeah.
But LaDainian, so many times they give it to Zeke on first down and it goes for none or one. And I'm like,
it's too predictable.
2nd and 9.
Yes.
2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 gets hard. Then it gets to 3rd and 5, and it gets hard. You know how hard it is to keep converting.
A lot of teams throw the ball on first down. Dallas always comes out.
They always
in the I formation.
And now I say, just get it over with. Like I'm pacing, watching. I said, go ahead, get it over with. I got it. It's 2nd and 9. They should just cash out the first down and just tell them to flip it over and say it's 2nd and 9, right? Okay.
Because they do make that degree of difficulty. Because, I mean, he's been unbelievable. But you can't make a living picking up 3rd and 12, 3rd and 14 for extended periods of time.
They are leading the NFL in 3rd down conversions. And it's mostly because he'll find somebody somehow. Wow. And Zeke made a nice little snag up off
Yeah,
the
you saw
target
that.
on that
Good.
little screen pass. It was good. He can do that. He's got really good hands.
Yeah.
But then he turned, and I saw a little bit of burst from him, but I never get to see it anymore because there's nowhere to burst.
Right, they need to get him in space a little bit more. You know that little route that they did with Tony Pollard? He scored on?
Yeah.
They
Hey,
used to
Tony
do that with
Pollard's
Zeke.
electric.
I've been banging the table for them to do that more with Zeke.
Okay. And this is going to be blasphemy probably to you, but the stat of the night was Tony Pollard, every game that he has gone 12 or more plays, played 12 or more plays, they're 6-0.
Uh-oh,
So-
stop it, Skip.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying.
That is
Cause a
crazy.
problem.
That's a
Okay.
crazy
So
stat.
maybe you play both of them because yesterday they played both of them together a couple times.
Cleveland's doing it.
Yeah,
With
they
Kareem
are.
Hunt
I
and
know.
Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
You know what, Skip Bayless? They've been 6-0.
Mm-hmm.
And their 6 victory, Giants twice, Redskins, Miami, the Eagles.
Say it. Say it.
Say it, go-
Say it. Say it again.
Giants.
Say it
Who else did they
loud.
beat?
it.
Who else did they beat?
What did they do in Minnesota? I guess he didn't play against. What did he do against the Jets? Did he play against the Jets?
Did they play the
What about Green Bay?
Didn't play 12 plays.
Yeah. Why is that?
I don't know. Ask Coach Clapp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it is the slow
play
starts
the
and the
Saints.
motivation.
Yeah, they lost. They
Yeah,
lost.
Now
they
they're heading to
barely
face
two
the
points.
Patriots.
They
So-
called it with Bridgewater. Oh, well, when Drew get back, if Teddy Brent, look here. Now, one thing when I went to class as the substitute was there, she wasn't spanking me. The substitute teacher couldn't lay hands on me. Y'all let the substitute teacher spank you.
Could the real teacher lay hands?
Yeah. They told me only for talking. They say I talk too
Yeah,
much.
surprise.
They said you talk too much.
Let me
How
tell you-
could that be?
Let me tell you what happened. They say, well, Shannon, you need to go home and talk. So I tried to talk. My grandma said, boy, take that mess to school. So guess who won out? I got to live with Granny. I'm going to come here and talk up a storm.
And look where you ended up.
Yeah, I
you
take
can
these
talk
little
every
y'all
single
give
day.
me. My grandma going to come short of killing me. I ain't
You've had this saved up. I appreciate it.
substitute teacher beat
And
y'all.
you're still talking a whole lot of nothing.
No.
Okay, it's interesting with the Cowboys facing the Patriots. We are going to have LaDainian stick around because we got to talk about the AFC. Does
Yep.
it belong to the Patriots or the Ravens? Everything they're doing.
Good question.
That's next.
Magic.